Welcome to our audience watching this from all over the world. Quite exciting time for us here at Deccan Airsports, since today we'll be interviewing one of the fast-growing aviation companies in recent times. For those new to the site, Deccan Airsports is South India's first aviation company to be featured by Indian government as one among the growing enterprise aerial solution startups. We've been involved in various activities ranging from hot air ballooning to virtual reality-based aerial exports. Recently, we also created a platform for aerial solution companies and personalities to climb onto the global stage. Visit deccanexports.com and follow on social media to become involved on our journey. Today, we have the pleasure to have with us Javad Hassan. He's the managing director at Albatross Flying Systems, and this amazing company specializes in the manufacture of sport aviation products. Recently acquired P&M Aviation in the UK, becoming the largest manufacturer of flex-wing microlight aircraft. Congratulations for that.
Thank you.
Welcome to Deccan Airsports, Javad. We are willing to know more about you, your journey, and insights. So shall we move straight to the questions?
Yes, please.
So what inspired you to set an aircraft manufacture company in Bangalore back in the 90s?
All right. This started off as a hobby and moved into a profession. So there was no thinking to it, or it just happened. From a hobby, became a profession.
But what exactly made you click and think?
Okay. The turning point was when we got our first export order from the United States. So that was when we moved from hobby to profession.
And why microlight aircraft?
Because microlights don't need so much permissions and regulations in India.
What are the major challenges or setbacks did you face running an aircraft manufactured company in India, and how did you overcome this challenge?
The not really big challenge. Everything went very smooth for me. Really can't say that anything was challenging. It all fell into place automatically, I would say.
Not even a challenge or setback at all in all these years.
Oh yes, there are challenges. Every day we face something new, but that's part of life. You just take it up and sail through it.
So will you be able to share an example and let us know how you overcome it, so it serves as an inspiration for all our audience?
Believe in yourself, I would say first. Believe in yourself and do what you think is right, and everything will happen. What challenges we faced was mostly with the government regulations in India, which are quite primitive. Though things have changed over the past few years, in the early 2000s, things were a bit more difficult than they are now. So things are improving, yes.
As the owner of an aircraft company and being involved for such a long time in the aviation sector, what's your best memory or the fondest memory you hold?
So the best one was when we flew from Bangalore to Hassan in about 8-10 years back. We were 16 microlights flying over the forests, the hills. Yeah, it was a very good experience that is difficult to forget. Besides that, earlier I can remember flying in the night in Mysore, which was over the Mysore Palace and Chamundi Hills. Yeah, a few memorable experiences.
The fly at night was also a group experience, or was by yourself?
That was not a group. There was only one aircraft.
Awesome. Yeah. And what's your favorite aircraft, and what makes that aircraft so special for you?
Our favorites is powered hang gliders, or trikes, what we call them. is my favorite because it's so much easier to learn to fly and to fly as well. So yeah, powered hang gliders are my favorite.
What are the major technological advancements that you witnessed in the microlight industry during your time, and how this changed the airsports arena?
Technology, yes, engines have become better, bigger, fabrics have improved, materials have improved, yes. Those are the advances that have happened in technology. You know, materials basically have improved a lot over the many years.
And how these advancements or new technologies have affected the airsports landscape?
Aircraft have become more safer, is what I would say. Uh, yes, aircraft have become much safer, more reliable. You know, production standards have improved. Yes, overall you get a better product than what you had 30 years back.
Okay. Possibly one question that you might receive quite a lot of time recently, but I feel it's a question that we shouldn't miss in this interview. We often
Mhm.
hear about foreign companies acquiring Indian companies.
Mhm.
What led you to acquire a reputed British company? And what are your future plans to grow this company in India?
Okay. This just happened as a blessing from the sky, you know. It just happened like a blessing from the sky, you know. I can't say much because
And hard
P&M
work, and hard work during all these years.
oh yes, definitely. That goes without saying. But it was a dream to fly one of the P&M aircraft, you know, and it just happened that we acquired the company last year. So it's nothing less than a dream come true, you know. Uh, I really can't find the right words to describe that now.
It's that's amazing. It's great to see you saying this
Yeah.
and transmitting that in your face. Like you truly can see that you feel that way. What's your outlook in the on the future of Indian exports market?
Yeah, we have a very long way to go. We have a very long way to go in India. You know, we're still in the very early stages of aerosport compared to Europe. We're probably 25, 30 years behind due to restrictive government policies. You know, if the government opens up the policies, make it easier to obtain permissions, then yes, India can be one of the biggest for aerosports.
So what will be your prediction for the future
You mean in India or worldwide?
in India?
In India, yes,
In India and worldwide.
okay. In India and worldwide. India, yes, the scope is very good. We have a lot of interest in the new products now. Indians are really looking at the new products. They're getting more interested. We've never had a world-class product like this before. So they are getting very curious and interested in acquiring these new airplanes. So the future is very good. Yes, definitely.
In your opinion, what's the catalyst needed to unlock the true potential of the Indian exports market and therefore get more players, business, and investments in this sector and grow it within India? Is it only regulations and permissions?
All right. What we need is uh, relaxation of regulation in India. You know that one thing will be enough to bring a boom in this sector. It's only the regulation that is the hindrance. Affordability is not a problem. It's only the regulation that is a hindrance at the moment.
So in which direction do you feel the regulation in India should go to?
Make it more relaxed. Regulation should be very relaxed. People should be encouraged to buy aerosports equipment and get this as a hobby. So it should be treated as a sport in India. Then this will really grow well. At the moment, it's looked at as a serious threat. It should be looked at as a sport, and then that will improve the number of people owning and buying these airplanes and enjoying aerosports.
So will you have any specific proposal in terms of regulation to relax it but still ensure the citizen security?
Yeah, we have put our representations to the government. It will take some time, as it always does. Working with the government, things don't happen overnight. So yeah, we have submitted a few proposals.
We are seeing an ongoing media hype about drones, urban aerial mobility vehicles, and newer incoming technologies. How do you feel this will affect microlights? Do you think they are likely to be obsolete or replaced by these incoming technologies in the near future? Or do you feel there is a space for all of them?
Oh, there is space for everybody. Drones cannot take away microlights because the joy of people flying in a microlight cannot be uh, created by somebody flying a drone. So microlights will always be there, and the drones and other technologies cannot take that away. Drones can be used for better purposes, but microlights will and always will remain.
How do you differentiate the feeling of flying a microlight versus a drone? And I'm meaning drones, drones for urban mobility.
It's still a very far-fetched dream still. It'll probably be another 5 to 10 years till it comes to the street level where aerial mobility vehicles come to the street, and people can start obtaining them, possessing them. It's still very initial. We'll have to just wait and watch what happens.
What legacy of learnings or advice would you like to leave behind and share with the community for the Indian youth who aspire to get involved in the air sports ecosystems and build thriving businesses in the field? What would you like to say to them to encourage them and join this exciting field?
Come experience the adventure. You'll fall in love with it, and I can only welcome them to come and take a look and experience the joy of flying.
Looking back to the times when you started Albatross flying system,
Mhm.
what advice would you share with your younger self?
I should have worked a little more harder. Yeah, I should have worked a little more harder.
Okay, so the general advice for everyone, based on your answers, will be trust in yourself and work harder, and then
Absolutely,
will count.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Hard work is the best. There's no substitute to hard work.
Is there anything else would you like to add to the interview before the final wrap up?
I think I've spoken everything. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be doing what I'm doing, and yeah, I think we're good.
One last question.
Okay.
Looking to the future, because, well, I wasn't planning to do these questions, but we are in quite uncertain time with the COVID affecting all around the world. So what's the exciting thing that expects to Albatross flying systems in the near future? What's the thing that excites you the most in the short term?
Building new machines excites me. Coming to work every day excites me.
So
Yeah.
you have new models coming soon.
Yes, so we have a couple of new models we're working on. Maybe it will be here in the next year or so. So coming to work and building these planes, meeting new people every day is always exciting, yes.
I think that's everything. Thank you so much, Javad Hassan, for sharing your
Thank
time
you.
and
Yeah,
insights today
yeah.
with Deccan Experts audience. And thank you everyone for watching this video. Stay tuned to this space and see you in the next one.
Thank you very much.